We've all heard the proverb, you reap what you sow. Actually, Paul uses that in his letter to the Galatians in chapter 6. It's about how we make decisions and actions that eventually will have consequences in our lives. I think parents really understand this. They teach their children, hopefully by good example, hoping that it takes root and eventually brings similar goodness in their children's lives and in their own. If we could only think this way for our society, I'm often saddened about how the sins of our past come back to haunt us in the present. The ways society has treated certain groups of people or neglected those struggling or those in need. We do reap what we sow. Hosea reminds Israel of their sin. God had provided for them when they were poor and enslaved, but they would soon forget everything that God had did for them. They begin to worship other gods, they become selfish, and now they forget those who are hungry or forgotten. Today, I think we might pause to be mindful of how we want to live. How can we decide, with all that God gives us, God's grace, how can we treat other people likewise? Whether that's in business, whether that's in politics, whether that's with our neighbors next door, or our neighbors across the world, or even with the people we live with, and even our family. Are we willing to make a difference, to make decisions to do the right thing? Just like parents struggling to give good example, we have to find the discipline within ourselves to pay attention to the good news that Jesus proclaims and to which we've been invited. Hosea tells the people to break up a new field, that is, start anew. Change the old ways, seek God's ways, and then we'll know goodness and peace and justice. That's when the kingdom of God will be at hand. So are you feeling resentful or angry? Sow reconciliation and peace. Otherwise, you'll never be at peace yourself. See someone treated unfairly. What will bring about justice in that situation? Have you hurt someone? Do what's right. Humbly ask for their forgiveness and begin to sow the seeds for healing. The ways we choose to live each day now will eventually allow us to reap goodness, even if we don't see the results right away. Be patient. Practice good parenting, if you would. Heal what is ill or hurting in the world. Drive out any evil that insidiously robs people of freedom, and breathe new life in what seems to be hopeless or dead. You will be good news for the world.